Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm your host and Around the Horn, Ray Flowers. Yes, the beard is going to stay at least for another 10 days or so. The San Jose Sharks defeated the Detroit Red Wings in Game 7 to move on to the Western Conference Finals against the Vancouver Canucks. Go, San Jose Sharks. Back to the world of baseball. Yeah, we got a situation developing with the Cubs, and a very good one for those people that remain patient with Carlos Pena. Pena is 10 for his last 23, which is a .435 batting average. Finally starting to get some luck at the dish. That thumb of his still isn't perfect, but it's clearly getting to the point where he's feeling more comfortable with it, and therefore he's being more productive. Last 4 years, 28 home runs, 84 RBIs each of those seasons. He had a very slow start to the year this year in those two categories, but it's still possible for him to reach at least those numbers for the remainder of the season. But there is one caveat with Pena. Despite the recent run here of hitting, the batting average of his has been pathetic the last couple of seasons. His last 1,050 at-bats, Carlos Pena has hit .212. Be very careful with Carlos Pena, though it does look like everything is moving in the right direction right now for the Cubs' first baseman. Magglio Ordonez, 172, one home run on the year, 99 at-bats. He clearly isn't right. Every time in his career he's been healthy, he has hit, despite the injuries that have continued to creep into his game. Well, he's not hitting now, and the reason really is his leg. More specifically, his ankle continues to give him problems. The team has decided to shut down Ordonez to give him a chance to get away and get that ankle healed because he simply cannot get it done right now. Brandon Bosch will get a chance to play every day, it looks like, in place of Ordonez. I wrote about Bosch the other day in Buy or Sell, the AL version. You can click on the link here with the article to read my thoughts on Bosch. Let's just say I'm not completely bullish on him. We've got Andy Dirks coming up from the minor leagues. Never been in the big leagues before. He's 25 years old. He was hitting almost .330 at AAA. He might get some looks and be worth an AL-only option if you're looking to add some depth to that outfield position. If you're looking to add depth to your outfield position, please do me a favor and check to see if Delmon Young is on the waiver wire. I don't know why this is. I've said it before, Delmon Young was one hit away from batting 300 with 110 RBIs last year. That is not something that everyone can do. Everyone completely forgot about that. Young started off the year slowly, no home runs, .228 batting average. He then hurt his oblique and was on the disabled list. He's off the DL now. Take a look and see if he's out there. If he is, add him. If you've been patient, now is the time to get him back into your lineup because he should start hitting relatively quickly. Another outfield coming off the disabled list is Logan Morrison, Lomo as we all like to call him, with the Florida Marlins. By the way, if you don't follow him on Twitter, it's Lomo Marlins. Check it out. Guy's a great follow on Twitter. He's back in the lineup. This will cause Emilio Bonifacio to go back to his utility role, dampening his value in NL-only leagues. Lomo had a great start to the year. I've said this before. I don't believe he's a 20-25 home run bat like he showed early on, but his ability to control the strike zone, his knowledge of what he's trying to do at the plate is very advanced for a young hitter. No reason to think at all that he won't be a productive hitter now that he's back on the field. Joe Nathan, well, he's back on the field, but he struggled a bit to start the year. Matt Capps is obviously the closer for the Twins, but Nathan is starting to improve. In 5 of his last 6 outings, he has held the opposition without a run, and he's doing so much better of late that Ron Gardenhire, the manager of the Twins, said, look, Nathan and Perkins will now set up Matt Capps, who will remain the closer, but this is a nice step for Nathan, moving from middle relief to the setup role. It would seem to be only a matter of time before he inherits or re-inherits that closer's job. For now, he's going in the right direction. Capps is still the guy to own. And then finally, Grady Sizemore. Very tough situation for Grady Sizemore. He started out great this year, hitting all kinds of power, bashing the ball over the field once he returned to action from his knee injury. Well, now he's hurt his other knee. He's had an MRI done. Doesn't show anything structurally wrong with the knee, but he is out of the lineup on Friday, the 3rd straight day he has missed action. And this brings up a greater point with Sizemore. Despite the good hitting, despite the power he's showing, he's just not running. So far this season, he's attempted 1 stolen base. And this is a player from 2005 to 2008, a span of 4 years, who averaged 29 steals a season. We're a quarter of the way through the year this year, and he's tried once. This news with his knee, even though it's his good knee, and even though the news is positive in that there's nothing structurally wrong, leads me to think that Grady Sizemore is going to have a really tough time being a productive, strong fantasy option in mixed leagues. I just don't think he's going to run enough to be a difference maker. I'm Ray Flowers, BaseballGuys.com. Thanks for joining me on Around the Horn. Have a great weekend. Talk to y'all again soon.